conflict in Sudan is one of oppression between the people of Muslim and Arab religion in the north and the Christians and various African religions found in the south.
Most split to front of Mary for the conflict in Sudan. Mary was the president from 1967 to 1989. He imposed Islamic law in the country, angering Southerners, where the religious majority were African religions and Christianity, unlike the northern area's majority of Islam. During his rule, the Anyanya, a guerrilla army, was formed in the south. The Anyanya fought against the capital for 17 years, between 1955 and 1972, in the First Civil War. This ended with the accord in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
The Addis Ababa Accords marked the end of the 17-year war, which was between 1955 and 1972, and it was between the Anyanya and the successive government. This accord granted autonomy to the south, but it had many loopholes in it, which Nimeri took advantage of, and this accord was between Nimeri and the Anyanya leaders.
A second civil war broke out in 1989. This was caused by former Anyanya members who founded the SPLA and its political wing, the SPLM. The SPLA was led by John Garang. The SPLA fought against Sudan with the help of Ethiopia and Libya. They fought for religious freedom and freedom from discrimination. Sudan's government was backed by an army called the National Islamic Front.
Governmental Agency for Development was founded in 1989 by Sudan to help resolve the conflict in Sudan, and in 1995 the IGAD called for the declarations of principles as a resolution, but the NIF disagreed.
In 2004, the African Union Mission in Sudan worked to help humanitarian cases in the country. In 2005, the Comprehensive Peace Agreement was signed. In July of 2011, South Sudan became its own country. Sudan agreed to acknowledge the borders from 1956.
There were still questions over land and oil reserves that were beginning to lead to tension between the two nations. Another conflict in Sudan is in Darfur, and the start of this conflict was when the Sudan Liberation Army, the SLA, and the Justice and Equality Movement, the JEM, accused Khartoum of oppressing blacks in favor of the Arabs. So the main cause of the conflict in Darfur is because of the Janjaweed, and the Janjaweed are militiamen of mainly Arab nomadic tribes who are in conflict with the settled Darfur African farmers, and the Darfuris say that the Janjaweed patrol near the Darfuri camps, and if the Darfuris venture too far out of the camp for firewood or water, the men are killed and the women are raped.
Women. The tragedy in Darfur.
We have many reports of babies being killed. The brutal barbarism.